Anayo komana hina so hina kena hilo komakatani sana kena fa imahena hilo nageshe poleka nase na piba hilo nika na mi kon manaka nisa epole komasa potena na ekofa yo ayo komaseketo enaleko enna panoko nika seyo ha uhuma haya. A great morning again as Amun Ra is rising. Yeah, the sun. I call it Amun Ra. I used to call it there's the sun. But as I go deeper into my understanding of my universe and in the chambers of the pyramid of my mind, I say, God, I found all this information from my DNA that has escalated or cooperated with my spiritual essence of the blessings from my creator and my ancestors. I say these things because of the spiritual divine development that has occurred in my temple. My temple, plain and simple. And if you're in the temple, you go in the temple to do what? Amen. Hallelujah. Yes, that's what you do. You go worship the Lord. So the energy of the Lord must be in me because I have a temple. And in my temple is a spiritual domain that comes from the DNA with the divine prescript. You telling me that, what are you talking about? I'm talking about if you read the annals of your ancestors, where they said, know thyself. Know thyself. The truth is etched in stone. I don't care where you was at on this big old piece of rock they call earth, paradise, or heaven. We were here first, we'll be here last. We are divine individuals, divine human beings, This is something you can't change, but you can change everything else. You can change your money, you can change your name, you can change your clothes, you can change your identity. Because some of us have an identity crisis because we don't want to be melanated people. We want to be or become Negro Peeps. Why? Because we allowed them to penetrate our psychic right upon the canvas of our mind that we are not divine, but they be lying and tell us don't do with this, don't deal with this, and don't deal with that. Then they deal with it and do what? They put us in a particular state of mind that we look at them like they're divine. You know why? Because they program us into believing in this European perception of a divine being. They had a guy draw a picture of a guy, a hippie. That's what he would have been. He would have been a motorcycle rider if it was in modern times. And they called him Jesus. And see, the J didn't come out until the 15 or 1600s. But in 325 AD, when at the Nicene Council with Constantine, that Roman emperor, who banned Iris, a black what was he? He was a black bishop back in the time. He said, man, what y'all talking about ain't divine? What are you talking about, Jesus? What is Jesus? What is Christianity? Man, what is wrong with y'all? They banned him from out of the land. Tried to kill him. That's what they do. They try to destroy you. You know, they build you up and then they tear you down. Examples like they did Bill Cosby, what they trying to do to R. Kelly, what they did to Michael Jackson, Prince, and what they did to Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, and they even did it to their own two brothers, John and Robert Kennedy. That's what they do. You know why? Because it's their nature. Troglodytes and Neanderthals and genome primates. I humbly apologize. I don't like to call them up their name, but that's what they is. That's what they are. I'm not saying it. It's the history. Google it. Google it if you think I'm lying. I ain't going to speak no untruth, no falsehood up here. Because I'm I'm an emissary of the Lord. I don't have time to be lying. Because every day I wake up, I'm on my job. I'm on a divine pathway of my ancestors. I'm a human being, though. You know, I ain't all that. I ain't perfect, man. You know, I got a lot of not a lot of idiosyncrasies, but I got some things about me that I had to go talk to my psychiatrist, and my psychiatrist, rich as I don't know what. Every time I go talking to my psychiatrist, I got 2 mirrors. That's how rich my psychiatrist is. So when he talking to me, when I'm looking at him talking to me, there's another one behind me. No, you got to reflect, man. You got to reflect about your actions in the morning and at night. You got to reflect on your actions. And they're worthy of humanity's growth and development. We as Black men, part of the Black family, divine royal bloodline, must walk in the divine essence of an example that everyone can see. When they speak to you, they know they're going to get something of a higher degree from you. And they be looking at you, man, woo, Lord, have mercy. I like talking to him. I get it every day, but it ain't, see, I ain't arrogant, I ain't egotistic, I ain't narcissistic. I know I look good. You know, what can I say? You know, I look good. I'm handsome and all that, but the Creator made me that way so I can reflect upon and people can reflect upon me. Because sometimes you just need that added adjective. I don't know. I don't even know why I said that. No, but I'm not egotistic or arrogant or, you know, none of those things, self-centered. And I don't have ulterior motives. See, I'm living for my people. So I'm a servant of the Lord. I sold my soul to the Lord. My soul was brought by the Lord and my ancestors, not in monetary figures, but in actions, and me learning from day one, coming out the valleys of my father into the yoni of my mother for those 9 months. And then she didn't, what do you call that? She didn't get rid of me. She didn't terminate me. But she didn't raise me. But she gave me to a lady that raised me. I love, man, whoo, Lord, my life was a life that our young youth don't have in this day and time. I think right after the crack epidemic is when it spiraled down, man. See, they use heroin on us. They use angel dust and killer weed and all these drugs, right, on us, experiment on it. Yeah, look it up. The CIA used the drugs and acids on their own people. Look it up. If you think I'm lying, I don't know what I'm talking about. You think I'm gonna be getting up every morning, every weekday, and just come here and just be talking and don't have no facts? I'm a Black man. I'm a race man. I'm a mentee of Mern, Barry, and William Lockridge. And I'll say this too. I'm a mentee of my councilman, Trey Onward. Yeah, that's right. I'm going to back him with my life and my living because he's right. He's standing on a righteousness. He's about the people. And he's learning. He's on a learning curve. And so while he's learning, I'm going to be by his side, by his back. You ain't got to see me, but spiritually, I'm there. I am there because the Lord has given me a divine degree. I have a divine degree that you can't see. You can't even see who with me in here now. But this is where it all happening, right in this space. It got to be a vortex right there somewhere, because that's where I was standing. Came into me, energy. See, it's all about energy. That's what we got to believe in. We got to start studying the chakra centers, the 7 chakras, from the stomach, the lowest, and the stomach, and the midsection, the heart, and the throat, and the right here, and then here, then the crown chakra. Then you got the kundalini there in your back, and then you got the pituitary, and you got the pineal and the hypothalamus glands. But when the melanin activates the pineal gland, you are, wow, you'll have a high that you ain't never had before. You will say, I ain't thinking about no high no more because I'm having a natural high. See, that's why when I go out, all I do is dance and give libations to my ancestors. That's why I go out. And I drank water and I drank orange juice and cranberry juice mix. And people be saying, what kind of drink is that? Be thinking I'd be alcoholic, but I'm not. It just be some orange juice and cranberry and water. They may think my water is gin, but it's not. And I just like looking at our sisters, man. That's some beautiful sisters, warrior sisters. I'm saying sisters that's conscious. And we got some brothers that's warriors, that's conscious. But what we got to do, we got to reach the ones that's not, to bring them in the fold, in the divine fold. This reality that we must unfold in order to beat and take these Europeans out of the world market and out of the power that they possess. We be saying, or people saying, we can't do that. All you niggas is, y'all ain't unified. The first thing, we are not niggas. See, a nigga is someone that was lazy and shiftless. Okay, here it is. Webster Dictionary. When I read it in there before, they might have changed it because they be talking about the N-word now. See, they so hypocritical, man. They said before that a nigga is lazy and shiftless, right? I read it. I read it with my physical eyes, and I always remember that. And I'm saying to myself, how the heck can we be the ones that was lazy and shiftless when they forced us to work all day long? We got whips on our back. We got killed and raped. And they was on the porch drinking lemonade and tea. So that's why they had flat butts until they started doing this synthetic thing, trying to replicate and duplicate us again all over. But the reality, they're the niggas, and that's why I say nigga. I shouldn't say it when I'm talking to us, but I want you to reflect. See, when we don't say the N-word, we won't say niggas or niggoose, which means king in ancient Abyssinian language from Ethiopia. And see, they don't want you to say you're black, but we come from the black land. That's what they call ancient Kemet, land of the blacks. See, they'll talk about let's get a nationality and citizenship. Who want to be a citizen of this corrupt, hypocritical nation? I mean, y'all can do what you want to do, but see, I'm a child of the Creator. I come from the essence of the Creator. What we call, or they call God, is an energy, a divine energy. That's where I come from. And it comes from this whole galaxy. It's everything known and unknown. That's where I'm from. So I'm a world citizen. Wherever I'm at, I'm on the world. The world is mine because I'm a black man and I'm divine. And so are you. What's that Marcatella has? This is why the concept itself must die, nigga, no more. Well, I mean, like I said, to me, I don't care. Nobody validates me. The concept of nigga is a concept that they try to call us in a derogatory term. But if you use your mind in your temple, it's very plain and simple. The definition of nigga was lazy and shiftless. And you tell me what they depicted in their history, and they show us in movies, and they whooped us and shot us and raped us and killed us and pulled us apart in the field where we worked all day. So I don't want to hear that. Don't say the N-word and all that. It don't apply to me. It applies to them. They the niggas. Yes, they are. And so they what they do, they always flip things, just like this. They tell you don't say nothing about 666. That's the Antichrist. Or they say, don't mess with nothing voodoo. That's evil. Or don't be a witch. That's evil. They used to burn the witches, the sisters, man, who was only putting flowers together and herbs together to make you stop having a cold. I mean, they added a little other stuff and made the cat look a little bigger, got you high or something, hallucinating because they used maybe some mushrooms. But they did everything natural to help us. So don't tell me nothing about no European nothing, no holiday, not even the stupid bowl. Now, how many people didn't boycott or not boycotting the racism of this brother losing his job, them killing us, and they talk about, no, it wasn't about that. It was about the American flag. Who cares about the American flag? I'm not patriotic. I deal with red, black, and green. You gonna be back? You gonna be mad at me? Huh? I don't care. Because I know it's a war and I'm a warrior. And I'm a divine warrior. And I know I'm not going to be here forever, here in the physical plane. But I know this here, you can't do nothing to me because I'm part of the energy of the universe, of the galaxy, of the creator. And you cannot destroy carbon. So I'm not worried about the word dying. I mean, I love to be here and stuff. You know, I was on a deathbed about 2 weeks ago. I said, Lord, Lord, I ain't ready to go. I had pneumonia and it felt like I was dying, man. I was saying, Lord, man, I haven't done the work. I haven't completed my work. That's how I felt, right? And the Lord, gave me back my strength. My daughter had a picture of me. I looked at that picture. I said, damn, I did look like I was getting ready to go. I told her to send it to me so I can share it, but she don't want to do that because she said, I don't want nobody to see. But you can't hide reality. You can't hide behind reality. So our reality must not be our finality like it is for our youth, like the young warriors who become predators because they're going through social engineering and don't know it. The music you listen to, the videos you look at, whatever you put in is going to come out in word, actions, and deeds. I'll say this again. You can read something, you can look at something, you can think something, you can have thoughts of something. When it go in the temple and in the mind and process, it got to come out. It's going to come out in words, actions, or deeds. And that's the way it is. And we got to overcome that. We got to be strong. We got to be warriors. We got to tell them, man. Like yesterday, I was walking across the street. I went to church with my deacon. I'm going to say something about that in a minute too, right? And, you know, I'm always seeing a group of young brothers right there. And yesterday I heard one of them talking about butt and blood, right? So I said, what? You going butt and blood? Then he said, you got like the, you should mind your business. Then the other dude said, you was on butt and blood. He said, no, I wasn't. And I said, oh, see there, you were, you know, this is something you should mind your business. I said, I thought it was our business, you know. I don't meet hostility or emotion with hostility or emotion. I be humble. I be humble because I was them before. Yeah, I was them on the street corner before. See, I ain't come off the porch. I came out of the concrete jungle. I got a PhD in streetology from SWU. See, and all the knowledge I got, I did a lot of reading and research and all that. But book knowledge ain't nothing like real experience, the knowledge. See, I can walk down the street and tell you what's getting ready to happen before it happened. I can walk anywhere. I can go in the White House with the tie and the blue and all that. And then I can go in the ghetto, the go-to, whatever I go in the dojo. You know why? Because I'm holistic. I'm a mystic. And I know with insight what's right and what's wrong. But the thing is, I ain't gonna do my people no harm. I swore, even though it's some people they just don't know. I mean, I know I ain't all that, but I am a warrior and I can throw 100 punches. And ain't no martial art, I'm gonna throw 100 punches. I done it. You know, I practice that stuff. Whatever I say I do, I practice it. Like I can do pull-ups, I can do about 15 a set, at least 10 a set. I can do about 7 or 10 sets. I can do 100 push-ups. I can run 5 miles. I can do those things. And I'm going on 63. But I'm forever young. Don't I look young? Everybody talking about, man, you look young. I be saying, look at my beard, though. They say they don't make a difference. So I say, what I say, I give myself credence because I say I'm forever young. And the Lord has fortified me with the concept and the precept and the reality of that. So again, I say nobody validates me. And I'm not saying anything about you, Makatela, no more. I respect you as my fellow human being, but I'm going to do my thing. Because, see, my mentor also was Baba Dick Gregory. And he used the word nigga all the time. All the time. Not that I'm following him, but that's what I said. I read what it said. Nigga said, lazy and shiftless. And I thought about it. Kept thinking about it. And I say, man, realization. You know how the light bulb come on in the cartoon we used to look at when we was being indoctrinated through the cartoons. I say, man, how could that be us? When we wasn't lazy and shiftless, we was forced to work and do labor. That's simple, man. But they are masters manipulation, trickology. They got us in a hypnotic trance. I mean, most of us, they don't have me no more. See, I can go in the quagmire deceptive maze that they have created and find my way through it and come back and do everything. And they just don't know I'm ready to go down the rabbit hole, but I can't do it now because I ain't heard the sound. I haven't heard the sound of the silence of my ancestors. People say that, you know, in the Bible say the trumpet call and it's supposed to be Trump and all that. But I don't know about that. They say Trump's supposed to be fighting against the Carbon states. So they got an eternal warfare. I don't know about that. All I know, I love my people. We should prepare for anything. Power grid going off, a race war, anarchy, police state, or whatever. But we should have a foundation. Being Nazi, Toninaka, a foundation that we build from the ground, like the Black Wall Streets once again, and defend it. But it got to be worldwide. We had got to have this unification worldwide. That's why I'm talking about a boycott, hashtag Black People's Comedic Boycott Ham. I talked about that since July the 1st when it was a 5-year window. Now we got a 4-year window to take back the globe, and we can do it. All we got to do is unify. We can't listen to them talking about we can't unify and we can't do that. We can do whatever we put our mind to. We sat down and got drunk and looked at the Super Bowl, knowing that the Super Bowl is cheating. They told us that last year. I'm talking about the referees, the umpires, and the commissioners say they be cheating. And you still gonna look at it. You're gonna be caught up in it. And no boycott, no unification, nothing in your spirit, in your bloodline. Come on, man. Black people, wake up, do something, stand up, man. Because you don't stand for something, you're gonna fall for everything. And Martin Luther King said that it's the most dangerous things. It's sincere ignorance and conscientious stupidity. Let that just marinate in your mind. The most dangerous thing in the world is sincere ignorance and conscientious stupidity. That's what Martin Luther King said. They don't say nothing about that. They don't want you to think about that deepness and this strong quote. They don't want you to think about him saying, my dream might have been a nightmare. They don't want you to remember, he said, that I might be leading my people into a burning house. Can't you see the smoke? Now, today, 60 years later, ain't nothing changed. It's getting worse. Just like the drugs they could have put in our communities, right? They started off with the acids, the angel dust, and the killer weed and all that. Then they went to the heroin, and then the heroin, from the heroin to the cocaine, the baseball and all that, then the crack. And now from the crack and all that, now they got this thing K2 or whatever it is. Every drug that they put in our community is worse than the previous drugs. Wake up. They put it in our community. It affects us. We OD off it. We lose our mind off it. And we had a generation of children having children because of the pedophiles in our, I ain't gonna say this us, it was anybody. Because they was on drugs and they was selling anything to get the drugs. So sexuality is like one of the greatest things besides food and water that, you know, that we gravitate to. But we got to be earnest in doing that. We got to be prolific in doing that. We got to be disciplined in doing that. That's why we got to become family orientated. We got to hold our women in high esteem, like it's a dream manifested into reality, like Martin Luther King was trying to do to bring some freedom, justice, and equality here. That's why we got to build this foundation of my takanasa, yina. See, I talk in my ancestral language, and I think it is Aborigine. Because I got that royal bloodline in me of Geronimo, Crazy Horse, Cochise, and Sitting Bull. Just like I got George Jackson, Nat Turner, and Imhotep, and Heru, Tahuti, Shaka Zulu, Francis Cress Wilson. I got all them as my ancestors in me. Queen Nzinga, they're in me. And so when they come out me, it come out of me in a black fashion. Because see, I ain't practicing no holidays. Ask my children. They 36 years old now. I ain't practicing their holiday. They look at me like I'm crazy when I say the things I say now. But then now they don't look at me like I'm crazy because they know I'm not crazy when they hear the words and how the words build upon one another to build a foundation of information and knowledge, black knowledge. Like that's why I got Blackanized Incorporated, Conscious Chess Moves. I develop critical thinking skills in our youth and in our elders. The elders are the ones that need something to do. You know, they don't want to be sitting around just doing nothing all the time because we forget about them. We can't forget about our elders because we were children once and we got to grow into that state of being a child again. But we just can't forget our elders. That's why I like in Africa, man. Family is family, man. You be from there from the birth all the way through your life, all the way to your death. I'm talking about the family, just family. We got to get back to that. But see, we've been programmed, stamped, made, processed, made in America in this factory called United Snakes of Hypocrisy, in this criminal enterprise, in the Corporal States, in the Corporation of England. And if you don't know that, then you don't know nothing. That's why you're so happy, go lucky, and they can play the games that they play with you. They put you out of work, man, and you paying bills. You living the life of Raleigh. You wasn't even expecting that. See, that was a heck of a move on the chessboard. You wasn't expecting that. What gives him the power to do that, to play games like that? Huh? That's because he want a wall down in Mexico. It ain't gonna do nothing. The people that's here gonna be here. He can't stop the divine decree. Whatever gonna happen has already been divinely decreed to do and be. We've got to be prepared for it on the divine side of things. Ah, man. Oh, yeah. Let me go into my weekend. Man, I had a beautiful weekend. I'm telling you, man. Was that the weekend? This weekend? No, that was probably last weekend. Man, but I had a beautiful weekend when I went up to it was Afro something, you know, a whole contingent of brothers from Africa, sisters from Africa, all over, man. And it was there congregating in the space, like laid back, laid black. Food was nice, the music was nice, and man, it was one of those great nights. It was a cold night, but I enjoyed it. They supposed to have something with Ghana this Friday up at St. Ives, but I want free. I ain't trying to pay money no more. You know, I want free. I can't afford it no more because I'm not working right now. See, I'm forever young, but I'm 62. So I say, man, I ain't keep going on the plantation when I don't have to. So they give me Social Security. I should have waited till I was a little older, but I couldn't at the time. So I had to develop my mind on and say, man, I'm gonna do this and not commit crimes because I don't commit crimes no more. I will not commit a crime. Now, if it's a war, if I'm at war, then it's warfare. I will go in the rabbit hole and be a gorilla, an African ninja, and all that. I will. Because I'm a black man and I'm a warrior, divine warrior, spiritual warrior. But let me finish telling you, man. Y'all don't know nothing about me. Let me share with y'all, right? See, I say I'm a spiritual man, spiritual warrior. Let me tell you something that give me credence. See, religion is not spirituality. Religion is a man-made scenario of what they talk about, God and all that, and divine rights or righteousness and all that. So with me, I've been Muslim since 1980, I guess, when I took my claim of Shahada at the Islamic Center. So maybe 7 years ago, my third eye opened up in this right here, in this space right here. And when that happened, I had this great euphoria, man. It was like, man, like I done dropped some acid that I did in the 70s. I was so high, I couldn't even, but it was a natural high, right? And then I got saved and baptized. I got saved down in Catlett where my family from. That's where my great, great, what is it? My grandmother, great grandmother, great great grandmother. She's from England, Bessie Tapscott, got to be a European. She came over here, had 9 children, had 3 us, Aboriginal or black people, Africans, or Americans, black Americans, whatever you want to call all Negroes. I don't call myself Negro and all that. But we went through all that. Negroes, monkeys, baboons, and all that. We went through that because we allowed and we accepted. That's why I don't let nobody validate us. So what happened, I went down Catlett, Virginia, you know, near Manassas and Warrenton area. I got saved down there in my family's church. My mother out in the yard, my grandmother, my grandfather, my uncles, and all that out in that yard behind that church. Man, that's a hard thing to say, but it is a good thing to say. I don't know if I want to go lay there beside him because, you know, I got all this Muslim stuff with me and this and that. I got so many facts in my blackness. But the thing is like this. So, you know, I go to Juma, right? Go to Juma every Friday with Imam Ali because he was in college with me. You know, both of us as imams at a time, but I didn't take it further. I came out here and seen a different lineup or whatever. So I just did what I did, do what I do. So here's the next thing. You know, I go to church too. You know, I go down there to Union Temple with Reverend Wilson. You know, I love Farrakhan too. And people say all these things about Farrakhan and this and that and all that. But whatever it is, it's just a matter of fact. Whatever he done or is or doing or whatever is going to come out. But other than that, he talked truth to power. That's where I'm at. Same as Reverend Wilson. Same as Jeremiah Wright. And all the other brothers, Umar Johnson, Phil Valentine, even the young brother Pharaoh and the other brother Seti and Polite, all these black men have something, input, but we got to stop tripping like we the ultimate, you know, like we got it all. We can't do that. We got to come to the table and break bread so we can unify. If we don't, we're going to continue to die. Whatever we do to do our thing. We can't be our thing. It gotta be our thing, not your thing, or whatever. So therefore, you know, I go to Juma, Islamic service. You know, I go to Christian service. That's on Sunday. But man, I went to a synagogue this Saturday. See, the Jew or Hebrew had their service on Saturday. So I said, man, let me go. So I got my certificate. I said, man, you got to look up where the synagogues are. She looked up at a whole lot of synagogues. And then she said, there's one on Massachusetts Avenue. But Divine Decree, that was the best one for me, I guess, because when I went there, man, it was an experience, man. They had the black rabbi. But the only thing, man, I thought I thought Reverend Wilson taught. I thought Farrakhan taught. Man, whoo, I got there about a little late, 11:30, 11 something, about 11:30 something to 12. And they said, I'm the guest, so I get in line first, right, to eat. So I couldn't even wait for that, right? This man talked so much, I said, man, he must don't want me to get in line to eat this food first. I'm telling you, I didn't get into the line till about 4 something, almost 4:30. And he was talking, but they was doing other things. The music was like angelic. And then they do like, look like the dances. It was like, you know, little elf dances or something. I looked at cartoons and they was doing a lot of things. I'm looking, learning, you know, because I ain't never been to a synagogue and I ain't never seen their worship or practice. But now I got it under my belt. So I go to Juma on Friday. We'll be going to the synagogue on Saturday and church on Sunday. But then I want to go to the Buddhist camp, the Shinto, the Sikhs, because I want to hear what they say and how do they worship and how we are in alignment as humanity or human beings. What I learned from that experience, the Muslims the only one called well, the so-called God, they call it Allah. And then like they Christianity and this way I went, Messiah dealing with the Hebrew thing, they put more emphasis to me, I'm just saying, on Jesus. And they say Yahshua, Yahshua, and they talk about God, talk about these prophets, or the Christians say the Son of God or whatever, man. But it be tripping me out. If you're gonna talk about God, you don't need no intimate Mary for that, man. Just talk about God. If you want to talk about what they did and all that, do that. But don't give them to me the power that only God or the Creator has. Excuse me for saying God, but I got to say that because we only deal with that interpretation. Because, like I said, that's what everybody say and stuff like that. Don't my brother's Huddle hat look good? I got a T-shirt too, but I wanted to wear this to represent my blackness and our connection with Africa. Ah, man, but that was decent. That was very decent. Then to come home in an environment, man, like this, man, y'all just don't know how I feel when I come here in this space here. It's like heaven on earth or paradise, just in this little space right here. I got my silent music area right there with my chest. I got my wall of history with Harriet Tubman, Where's Cynthia and the Truth at? She up there too. And the mom, he want this picture of his sister. I ain't giving it to him though. And my son on the wall from a little baby in my arms. We lived in Washington View, the 99 attributes of Allah. Then we got my two mothers on the wall. We got Malcolm over there. We got Farrakhan. We got me. We got my son, my daughter. We got even got Mr. Bojangles, Sammy Davis Jr. over there. We got Jimi Hendrix. We got Bob Marley. Man, we got who that? Steve Biko, Malcolm again. Then all the plants. You know, I love plants because plants give you oxygen and they talk to you. Everything about me spiritually inclined and I'm mentally free. I don't see it with the physical eyes. I see it with the spiritual eye, my first and third. The Lord has chosen me to be an emissary, and that's what I be. That's how I live my life. I don't live my life like that song. We say, I live in my ink and call them like bees. I don't do that. There's no bees to me. It may be witches. I love witches. I love witches and voodoo priestess, and black magic, juju, priestess, and all that. Because that's us. That's really us. That's our power and energy, where we can deal with the energy in mold and shape. We're being alchemists and all that. Shamans. We be in nature, man. We got to realize that that's what they don't want us to be. Because, like, when Haiti, when Napoleon, his great army, and the English came over in Haiti, a little island, don't they know? Don't you know they got their butt beat? Don't you know that they use voodoo to help them in their fight against them people? And then they tell you don't use it. They tell you don't mess with the sixes because it's not the Antichrist. It's not. It's protons, neutrons, and electrons. It's this energy, carbon that can't be destroyed. That's the creator. That's that creator energy. And we got to know that. We got to know who we are and where we come from. We like stardust. We like avatars and indigo. We all these things that we don't know that they block our minds and canvas of our mind. They put other stuff up there that's deceptive and there's a deterrent to our growth and development. They put veils over our eyes, but all we got to do is open our eyes and stop walking around like with our eyes wide shut and walking around under robot control. We got to know what these people is doing and what they done. So with that, I'm not going to talk so much. I should read a poem, but not today. Today is what, Monday? Yes, it is. This is the beginning of the week. Oh, yeah. For y'all who don't know, I am the ANC, the commissioner of AB 06, single member district of Ward 8. See, it is my fate to speak the truth to power, no matter what. See, I ain't for no picture ops. I'm for my people, and that's around the clock, and that won't stop. So, like the dramatic say, what you see is what you get. Y'all have a blessed day. And motivate, stimulate, and agitate. And don't be too late getting on your job on the plantation, sharecropping that clock. Another thing, I got to do the roll call, and I got to say, Black peace, Black power, and Black love around the world. Around the world. We got to take this globe back out a 4-year window. Don't say what we can't do. Say what we are going to do magically. Some black juju, voodoo, and hoodoo what we do. Nobody can do it like we do. They took our occult sciences and turned around and got secret societies and freak, did I say freak, or is it Greek fraternities? But see, all their things derive from all the negative things that they have in society, and they try to make it right. They try to justify homosexuality, pedophilia, and transsexual cloning. They try to do all that because they're trying to replicate and duplicate us and make us into them. They try to make us a genderless society. They don't want us to be in accord with nature. Just think about it. Go in your temple, reside in the chamber of the pyramid of your mind for a little while. That's where you got to go. You got to go inside to know who you are from within. You have to understand who you are in your innerverse and understand that the innerverse is similar to the universe. Everything out here is in you. So don't become blue. Be black and proud. That's right. Be black, proud, and at peace and in love with ourselves. I'm going to do the roll call now. I see my big old uncle. He came on early, and it's that Oski Doski, my big uncle. DC, loyalty over money. That's his clothing line. Then I would be blind if I don't say nothing about my big brother, Oski Doski, with VZP clothing line. Not only that, I'll be lying if I don't say he's a master. He's a digital generated anything that you need. Look him up. Look him up. They're on Facebook. And get there and support them. That's another thing about hashtag Black People's Comedic Boycott Ham. We got to support Black on Black businesses, entrepreneurship, along with boycott. So with that, I already said that my big brother and big cousin was on. And we got him, Harry Thomas joined me this morning. Y'all know who Harry Thomas is. Great figure in the District of Columbia. I tip my hat to you, my brother. Thank you for joining. We have Umori Hotep Ra, always a shining star, always on here. I just told you about my big uncle, DCLOM, Dion. We got Clyde Young also, and Oski Doski and Mekatela to join us this morning. So with that, I'm going to get ready to do something else. I got to go in. I've been trying to clean up this room. Don't tell nobody for the longest time, but I'm going to do it this morning so I can move on and have a more free of mind. Because out here in this space, oh, Lord, y'all just don't know. I got chairs that feel like beds. I swear, I even got one of them, director chairs. Man, that joint feel like a bed. Man, my plants, they just be talking to me. I don't even look at TV, man. TV over there. Sometimes I do look at TV. I look at Netflix. And I'm telling you, if y'all ever look at a Blacklist, that was a bad, and Nikita, but they got some other stuff on Netflix. Netflix be giving you some true, strangely mixed with falsehood, but the technology and the things they saying, the words they be saying, talking about Cabo State, FBI, man, I'm telling you, I don't be looking at it for entertainment. I be looking for attainment of knowledge. Netflix is trying to tell you something. I'm telling you, man, get on your job, stay on your job. It's our time. Don't talk about what we can't do. Talk about what we are going to do and can do. And don't call yourself a nigga, or when somebody say nigga, don't get all bent out of shape. You a niggus or niggoose. Niggas as are Europeans. Got to be, because we the one that did the work. We wasn't shiftless and lazy trying to hear that crazy talk. And man, I'm telling you, in the synagogue, they sang so angelic. Oh man, boy, and the food was good too, but it was cold in that building. But I'll see, I'm gonna go up there for about 3 or 4, maybe a month and a half, just to learn, just to feel the energy. But the spirit was in there, the spirit of the creator, because of the people. Energy was high, man, I really felt it. And that's what it's all about, to see what we be doing as a people. It was a black rabbi, but it was mixed. Oh yeah, older lady, I was sitting at a table, right? And she asked me, "What you think about Farrakhan?" I said, "Well, she gating. I mean, I'm gonna have to gate those." Well, I said, he a great black man. He deal with it. He counters racism. Oh, we can do it, but we don't do it. Amen. Hallelujah. Y'all be blessed. Love y'all. As y'all love me. Oski DCLOM. Get with them, man. They got a clothing line that won't wait and blow your mind. Y'all have a great day. Peace. Peace. I love y'all. I'm telling you, I really do love y'all, because y'all are me and I am you. Ooh.